When a man ejaculates, there is a sensation that is felt in the pineal gland. I know from experience, right? And at the moment that a man releases, it's like a connection that happens between the pineal gland and the chamber that releases the sperm. Now, I'm going to read you some articles because I think that birth is the connection of the rhombohedral crystals in your brain to the electromagnetic field and you downloading a new soul, right? And your sperm contains the seed of life, which gives the body its DNA. Let's get into it. First, this article comes from New Scientist. Semen has controlling power over female genes and behavior. The D be driving y'all crazy, huh? Okay, so the second paragraph says, it's all about maximizing the chances of male reproducing, says Sarah Robertson. The effects are most striking in fruit flies. Seminal fluids can make the females eat more, lay more eggs, and be less receptive to other males. And this is true for when two humans connect, because when you have coitus with another human, your brain releases a chemical called oxytocin, which literally forms a connection between you and the person you chose to interact in sex with. So, quite literally, this is why you should choose your partners carefully, because you are going to be connected with that person. You're going to form a bond with that person, and you're going to create a new line of karma with that person. So, you shouldn't go around sharing your fluids in your body with just anybody, literally, just anybody. So when you look at the elements that make up the human body, you have oxygen, calcium, hydrogen, nitrogen, and so on. When you look at the elements that are in semen, well, look at that. You got calcium, you got selenium, you got magnesium. These trace elements that are found in semen are what give the human body its components. Okay, stick with me, hear me out, class. Short answer relation between sperm and spinal cord, because I was thinking like, okay, I know that if I feel this explosion in my pineal gland whenever I ejaculate, then other men have to feel this, and there has to be a way for that connection to reach down to the penis, right? Because I personally believe that a child is downloaded in the pineal gland via your rhombohedral crystals that are in your pineal gland, just in the same way that you can remote view, in the same way that you can use telepathy, in the same way that electromagnetic waves leave your brain. Your pineal gland is also a receiver that can receive the frequency of a new child, because a new child comes like the soul. According to Dr. Michael Newton's his book, The Journey of the Soul, like souls are likened to like radio frequencies, like waves that have certain colors that match colors of the electromagnetic spectrum. Like a lower vibrational soul can be like red or blue, or I mean red or yellow, like a new soul, and then an old soul with a high vibration gives off the aura or color of like purple or blue. So hear me out. The spinal cord plays a crucial role in the ejaculation process, as well as sensory transmission related to sexual function. Sperm are produced in the testes and travel up through various ducts before being expelled during ejaculation, which is controlled by nerve impulses from the spinal cord. Understanding the connection between sperm and spinal cord. The spinal cord is a vital component of the human body's central nervous system, connected to the brain stem. It relays sensory and motor information between various parts of the body and enables basic reflexes like movement or pain responses. Now you can pause to read this part because I think this is also very important, but I don't want to make this video boring, so you just read it yourself, okay? The science community remains intently curious about whether or not there exists any scientific relationship between semen spine connections, which many believe could relate ejaculatory function directly to spinal cord health itself, including neurological disorders, making sense given involvement continuous spastic contractions occurring pre-orgasm climaxing phases events. So basically, here's what I'm saying. Okay. Whew. Your pineal gland contains these rhombohedral crystals, right? Your pineal gland sits in a liquid and it works off of vibration. Side note, same way watches work. Watches contain quartz crystals in which control our time. And our pineal gland and the crystals inside is the way that we can see, perceive time. Anyway, so when a man ejaculates, there is a burst in the pineal gland, and I believe that burst is the download, and it uses these tubes to transport this coated liquid down to the penis, into the woman, to the ovum, right? And then a electromagnetic connection is made, the electric charge to the woman's magnetic pole, right? Sticking your snake inside the womb of creation, like the Ouroboros. And that code that you download is the code that makes up their DNA. Your trace elements, your DNA, right, gives them who they are, like their physical shell. But their DNA, the code of who they are, their mission here, everything, their connection to the stars, their matrix entry time code, which then dictates their natal chart, all of that is in the code that you download of who they are. And the woman has the placenta, which pretty much downloads their settings and they're like who they were in the past life. Like all of that is, I personally believe, is in the placenta. This is why they try to steal your placenta from you. But here's a theory that babies who have more exposure to their placenta are the ones who have these memories of who they were in a past life. Okay, to bring this video to an end, because y'all know I can go on for a while, here's what I'm trying to say. Basically, that a new soul is downloaded in the pineal gland, which is a transmitter and receiver, in the form of a light code, which is sent through, the body from the pineal gland to the penis and to the woman, which creates this electromagnetic connection. And that electromagnetic connection creates a new body. This is why humans are electricity. Your cells create electricity. And every single baby starts off as a little speck of liquid, water, and water is a conductor for electricity. So this is why the baby is housed in water, because it is, electricity is needed to create the new body. And the last little theory I have is that the chemicals that are released when you impregnate a woman is different, because from what I hear, like sometimes when a woman have pain, like birthing pains, a man can feel it. So I think there's some type of, special connection between the chemicals that are released when you are creating a baby. So essentially, what I would like for you to take away from this video is that birth is nothing more than data transfer. It's like you're sticking a flash drive into a computer, which is the woman, right? The motherboard, and she is creating the new program, which is the baby. If y'all like this video and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like, follow, and share. And be very selective with who you choose as a partner to bond with. I love y'all. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.